to the Season 10 A-Lobby Championship. We are coming to you live from living rooms across America. We'll be racing tonight at Las Vegas. I'm joined tonight by Ready Player One, Rockstar, and Strauss. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing great. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Absolutely wonderful.
Awesome. I'm hanging in there after a tough night on Monday. Seemed like Strauss and Rockstar are the only ones that had a good race out of this group.
We are getting feedback already on YouTube comments that we can't be heard over the game music.
Alright, I'm gonna adjust that. Let's see here.
Yeah, going back to Monday's race, it wasn't too bad for us. There were a little trouble with 4 to go, kind of ruined my race up front.
Ran out of fuel on the damn last lap.
T-Bone, go to R1 and option. That's how you turn up the game.
It'll be like all the way over to the right, I think. Maybe one more over.
Like in the main menu.
Oh, and heat.
Yeah, then there'll be a little audio section. And just turn whatever you need to down.
Turn down the music.
Yeah.
Turn down the music.
Alright, is that better? Can you guys hear us clearly?
Let's see.
Sounds better, yeah.
Alright, there we go. Greg chiming in, we are good to go. Alright, so tonight's championship race, we have got TG, Major Spy, Mayor Coop, and Celtic. TG is the defending champion. He's gone for back-to-back championships as well as his third Cup championship. And then we have Major, who is going for his second ever championship. Then we have Celtic and Mayor, who are making their third Final Four appearances. Neither of them have a championship yet. Who do you guys have as the favorite tonight?
Hey, I'll go first on this one. My favorite tonight is going to be Celtics. He has 5 wins and 7 poles on the season. He also has the most top 5s at tracks like this. So I believe he will be the one that pulls off the victory and the championship.
Good deal. Strauss, who you think is going to be taking home the ring tonight?
I'm gonna have to agree and go with Celtics on that. Again, 5 wins. Most of any of the Final Four, most of any driver, I believe, yeah. Up there in terms of most top 5s, I think he has the most top 10s too. Or up there anyway. I mean, he's just, completely dominated this year, let's be honest.
Rockstar?
I'm going to go with TG. I think he'll become the first back-to-back champions in this league after Cutter failed on Monday. TG always seems to be pretty quick, and he always seems to get it done when it counts the most, so look forward to him being up there.
I'm going to go with Mayor. I think he's pretty consistent everywhere we go. Having a steering wheel is definitely going to help. I feel like he's perfected that. So even though we have a couple past champions in here, I think Mayor's going to get his first ring tonight. And that we're going to bring in the one person we didn't mention, Major Spy. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. How about y'all?
I know we gave you a little confidence boost there.
Yeah, it helps out. I appreciate it.
So I'll start. How do you do you feel like you kind of snuck in the back door here in the Final Four, or do you feel like you really deserve to be here?
Be honest, kind of stole it, but I love stealing it from my other competitors. Got to capitalize on the opportunity I have handed to me. See if I can pull it off tonight.
All right, Major, to kind of go off what T-Bone just said, as far as stage points on the year, you were 55 points back from the next closest competitor. No stage wins and no poles. But the one thing you did do is you got to win when it counted most. Do you feel like there's added pressure with you only having that one win, or is it same confidence every race?
I would say the same confidence every race. And stages were my thing this year, and I don't think it's ever gonna be my thing ever again. Poles, what's qualifying for? It's just a nice way to start up the race, but it doesn't help you end it. So I gotta focus on the ending of the race. Stage 3, be up there when it counts the most.
All right, hey Major, how you doing tonight?
Doing good, Reddy. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. So you are a consistent top 5 finisher at cookie cutter tracks like Las Vegas. Do you feel that that gives you any kind of a competitive advantage over the other members of the Championship 4?
I mean, they're pretty good at cookie cutters as well, but this track at Las Vegas I like the best because it's 2 lanes, and you get a little off throttle in the turn 1 and 2. That kind of suits what I like to do. And then 3 and 4 is basically full throttle. You got to pepper a little bit, but if you run the outside and 3 and 4 with everyone else, and then you can roll at the top. And people will be trained in the top tonight. I would expect that a lot.
Since you were one of the people broadcasting the B Lobby race, so I know you watched the whole thing, is there anything you learned not to do to try to get an advantage?
I learned not to do is wait to the last lap to make a pass. Because I know at the dramatics, everything about it is so exciting to make the last lap last. I've done it before, but you want to be the first car dominating. You want to be up front, dictate where everyone's going, run your line. You have to prefer line, not having draft in the turn, the dirty air, and that's what I aim to do tonight.
All right, who do you think your biggest competition is tonight? Who are you watching out for? Seeing what they do when they hit pit road, or seeing how they take the turns if it's different than you?
I don't know who would be doing it. I don't know how Celtics is here because we haven't raced them a while in A. So I kind of know what TG and Mero do. But Celtics is a little bit of a wild card, I would say. So I would have to mainly focus on him. But coming down pit road, I think I'll be the best of that. Going down, coming off, it depends if cars are coming. Be nice to them. So,
being that it's a 50% race, do you think that cautions will play a role in the outcome tonight?
If we definitely get one in stage 3, oh yeah, because back in the Durham Xfinity race, we had cautions at the end of that deal, and I prevailed that race. I realized how much valuable 4 tires are. I think everyone in A knows how valuable that is. And even though track position is valuable, but I don't think it's that valuable because you can pass here in Vegas, which is fun.
Well, Major, we appreciate you having you on tonight. Best of luck going for your second championship.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Good luck, Major.
Yeah, good luck.
Go on, buddy.
All right, next we're going to bring in Mayor Coop, who was my choice to win the championship tonight. Mayor, this is your 3rd Final Four appearance when it's, I guess technically you could consider your 2nd since you weren't able to make it last time. Do you think you have what it takes to get the championship tonight?
Yeah. I mean, I got a good car. I don't know. I haven't practiced with anyone else yet, so I don't know what anyone else has.
Now, I believe you're the only one in the Final Four that has a steering wheel. Do you think you have an advantage having a steering wheel?
I don't really know. Probably not, but I don't know. I don't think it'll do much.
Hey, Mayor, this is Reddy. So you only have 2 top 5s at tracks like Vegas, but one of them was your win at Atlanta. What caused your inconsistencies, and what have you learned that you can bring to Vegas to do a little bit better?
Well, last game at some 1.5-mile tracks, the tires weared way too much for some reason with my wheel, but it's like fixing this game, so I think I'll be able to save a little bit of tire and make a late run move, try and take the lead.
All right, Mayor, with you not being able to race in last year's championship due to missing half the season, coming back did you feel you had something to prove, or did you come in knowing you were one of the top guys?
I came in, I knew I had to prove something.
You know, the last time this championship 4 raced at Las Vegas, there's actually only 2 people in the Final Four who have wins at Vegas. It is yourself and Major, but the last time all 4 of you guys were in the same race, you actually got the win over Major. So do you think that that gives you any confidence?
Definitely. I mean, a win's a win, and if you can beat the competitors, then you have to have confidence.
Mayor, in the A lobby, you got a lot of strong people, and you got a lot of strong people that didn't make the Final Four. Do you think there's anyone that could give you guys a run for your money tonight as far as winning the race and running up front?
Yeah, probably Sharp.
Now, does that give you a little extra confidence that Sharp's not in the Final Four?
Yes, definitely.
I don't know if you watched our race on Monday night, but if you did, were you able to learn anything from that race?
Yeah, I think Major said it too. Don't wait for the last lap to pass.
That's some good advice. If going back through the season to get a couple more than just 2 wins, if you could have any track back and do a redo at it, which one would it be and why?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. It's hard to remember all the races.
Now, will that clutch that you have, will that come in handy tonight?
Nah. I don't.
All right.
I don't think I'll really use it. I don't really use it just because it's kind of too much of an advantage.
That's fair of you. All right, go to town, Rockstar.
Not I got a question.
Strauss, you got anything else for him?
I'm trying to look here. So, of the Final Four drivers, Mayor, you are tied second most wins on the season alongside of TG. Not nearly as many starts as the other. I think you're a couple behind. So, a couple fewer top 5s, top 10s. I don't see an average finish here, so I can't really compare that. But who do you think is your toughest competition going into this race for the Final Four?
I have to go with TG on that one. TG's always solid at tracks, like at mile-and-a-half tracks.
Where's your confidence level at mile-and-a-half tracks compared to, short tracks, super speedways, road courses? Where would you rank tracks like Las Vegas?
Definitely high. I kind of use my confidence at Kentucky because Kentucky's my best track. And I kind of bring it over here. Not really too similar of tracks, but I definitely use Kentucky's for confidence.
Well, Mayor, we appreciate you coming on. Like I said, whenever you jumped on, this is your 3rd appearance and you're going for your first championship. So best of luck to you tonight. Try to keep your nose clean.
Yep, thank you.
Good luck, Mayor.
Thanks.
Next up, we have the defending champion, TG. He is going for his 3rd championship. And like I said, he's going for back-to-back championships. TG, how you feeling tonight?
Feel pretty good, just a normal race.
Now, after you made the Final Four, you had a lot of confidence about being in the Final Four every year. This will actually be your 7th appearance, but you only have... So you've had 6 appearances prior, but you only have 2 championships. What do you need to do different tonight to lock up another championship?
The past times in the championship race, most of the times I just basic screw-ups, you gotta cut out. This is the championship race. You can't screw up, even little things. Can't screw up little things. You got to stay with the draft. Draft is key. You got to stay with the draft at all times if you want to have a shot. I've lost the draft many a times, few tracks for the championship, and it sucks. It's not a good feeling at all. So stay with the draft and cut out the silly mistakes.
All right, TG, if I'm thinking correctly, you, Mayo, and Major are all in the same chat party, and Celtics isn't with you guys. Coming to the last lap, would you be willing to help one of them, or is it you just let them battle it out?
If I'm in the position to win, I'm doing everything I can to win. It's every man for himself. No friends right now. The last lap. But if I was in it, no. If I was like a lap car, I would definitely get out of the way. I don't want to screw anybody up from that.
All right, TG. I have a funny question for you. Who is the loose cannon of the A lobby, and will that be a problem tonight?
It's always KY. You don't never know where he's gonna go because every time you come across him, you don't know if he's gonna intentionally wreck anybody. And you know, I gotta give T-Bird a little shout out. Sometimes he just spins out on accident. I don't even know if it's on accident. It could be on purpose. I don't care. I don't know, but they're funny. I love them.
So, TG, looking at the polls in terms of track records, you have the second most in the Vegas history. Do you think that getting a good starting position might help towards your chances going further into the race, getting that early on track position towards winning this championship?
Definitely. You always got to stay up front because you can't win the race or be in competition when you're in the back of the pack. So all that's key. You gotta qualify up front, stay up front, and run good laps consistently.
TG, you've got a lot of wins in your career across a lot of tracks, but Las Vegas you've never won before. What do you have to do differently tonight to get a win here?
I would have to say it's turn one. Turn one gives me a lot of problems, but I feel like turn three and four I can run any lane right there and be good, but turn one gives me problems, and then pit road is really tricky entering in because the line is so deep. So just, have good entries in pit road and figure out turn 1 and 2. I think I might have a shot.
So no driver in the SoFa Racing Week history has won back-to-back championships or 3 championships in general. What would that mean to you to pull that off?
It'd be pretty cool, It'd be a pretty little thing to have on the resume, I don't like to brag about it a lot, but it'd be pretty cool.
All right, TG. So your wins this season came at Bristol, Road America, and Phoenix. Those aren't exactly, your cookie-cutter mile-and-a-half tracks. Have you learned anything through the season that you might be able to apply here and get a better result?
Like I said on that one question, I forgot it was. Most of these tracks, I lose draft to Mayor and Celtics. Them two have always seemed to be battling out. They always had the fastest cars. I just gotta do whatever I can do to maintain speed with them so I can contend with them and hopefully have a shot.
TG, I got one quick question from a fan, and then we'll let you go. If you win the championship tonight, how many beers do you plan on drinking?
30.
Damn!
My man. Well, TG, we appreciate your time. Best of luck going for back-to-back championships and your 3rd championship ever, or your 3rd championship in Cup.
Appreciate it, guys.
Good luck, DG.
That big old Keselowski glass.
That'd be pretty sweet.
All right, our 4th and final driver tonight is Celtics fan. I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that of the final 4 drivers, he's been the most dominant and consistent all season. Celtic, how are you feeling about tonight's championship race?
Well, I'm feeling good. I know the track. I'm not really liking the track. It's very. Not like I don't like it, but anyway, it's really up to anyone to have it tonight. The track produced very even racing, I think.
Wow, Celtics, 5 wins, 7 poles this season. Is there anything that you did differently this season versus previous ones?
No, I think I just, honestly, for the first time, I just felt really good on the default side. I don't know. For the longest time, since I really am not anymore such a default guy, I run customs a lot, it was pretty shocking throughout the season to keep on like just getting poles and stuff. So hopefully we can get one more pole tonight and finish out with a good race. So
having to create your own custom setups for other races, do you feel that's helped you with adjusting to the, just the bare minimal?
I mean, I wouldn't even, not really. I mean, because with the custom setups, like you can basically get the car to do what you want it to do almost every single lap. A lot easier, I'd say. And these, like, once you get into the race, after you pick the slider, there's only like so much you can really do to it.
Celtic, this is your third Final Four appearance, but your first two were in seasons 1 and 2. I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that the talent level has increased since then. Do you think you're at a disadvantage because you haven't raced in a Final Four against these guys whenever they have raced against each other in Final Fours?
Not really. I mean, I've kind of been on and off. Like there was a couple seasons where I really didn't run that much or didn't race at all. So I feel, especially going through the whole season and winning as much and getting the poles, it's bringing me enough confidence that I'm not really worried about that aspect of it. So I think as long as I have a good race here, we'll be having a good shot at the end.
You do have the most wins of the season, but also it looks as though you have the most DNFs and also the most penalty points, which I don't know what that's for, but I'm not going to get into it. Do you think that maybe that kind of inconsistency might come back to bite you?
I mean, most people know I'm not really a road course racer, and I think 3 of those races were from DNFs at road courses. So, because I hate driving those, so I'll run a lap or 2 and then just leave usually. So, I think the other DNF was, I can't really remember, but and with the penalties, that's lag. I don't know what to do about it. I have everything. The internet's fun. I don't lag on any other game but this game, so hopefully it calms itself down tonight. But we'll see, I guess.
Now, if you're told stages 1 and 2 you're lagging really bad, you back out to let the other 3, or would you say, kind of screw it, every man for themselves?
I wouldn't back. I'd go to the back of the pack, but I wouldn't leave the race.
Which paint scheme you running tonight, Celtics?
I think it's one of the new ones from the October updates. The throwback car for the 41. I don't know which one it is. The new one. I've been running the same bland red one all year, so we got to change it up a little bit.
Well, Celtic, we'll let you get at it. It seems like, I believe qualifying's about to get started. So best of luck tonight. Hopefully you can bring home your first championship.
Thank you.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
All right, they're about to start qualifying. We're going to bring in Hollinsworth for the invocation.
All right, first of all, I just want to say, T-Bone, what an honor it is to be the official chaplain of the Stofa Racing League. Rockstar, go ahead and mute your mic. This is important stuff, all right? The official chaplain of the Stofa Racing League, by far one of the top 2 honors I've ever had. Second, first is obviously 2004 Mr. May Playgirl calendar. Check it out, Justin. Google it. But get down to it, boys. Today we take on Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada, where they may not be the greatest at addition, like counting votes, But by God, they build one hell of a fucking racetrack. They are outstanding. Lord, these guys are going to put it all on the line. 4 men have a chance at immortality amongst mortals. Lord, just like you said in John chapter 3, verse 16, not to be confused with Austin 3:16, the apostle Austin. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that should not perish, but have eternal life. For God did not send his son into this world to condemn the world, but in order that the world might be saved through him. Lord, I too have lost a son that did not come from my seed, but I nourished him as if he had. I have not seen him in many months, since he was a small duckling. But Lord, I have faith that my son whom left me will once more walk beside me in the golden streets of heaven, with angels around us singing Back in Black by AC/DC. That was our song. Tonight, 4 men compete for glory. 1 man will be a champion. But tomorrow, all 4 will wake up and be a champion of the Lord. Hallelujah, baby!
Lordy Jesus, amen.
Amen.
That was intriguing.
That is one hell of a way to start off the qualifying section of this and going into the race here in just a few short moments. I wouldn't have it any other way. A great man and a greater American is Hollingsworth.
Alright, so these guys are qualifying now. Given that it's A lobby and they pretty much run nose and tail the entire race, how much of an advantage do you think it's going to be if you can start up front for this?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be much of an advantage. Go ahead, Strauss.
I think people talked about it on the other broadcasts, is that draft is such a huge part of it, so maybe starting out front might not be an advantage because, you know, you got that draft from behind you. They'll just, you know, duck around you. I mean, you could very easily get sent to the back early on because of that lack of draft.
Yeah, and like we mentioned earlier, they use cautions, so it's not as big of a deal if you start at the back and get caught up in a mess. Because obviously you can get caught up when the cautions come out. I think stage 3, a lot of them mention that they don't want to make a move late. Well, that tells me they want to be up front, so I think stage 3 for these guys is going to be whenever they want to restart up front. Just hoping.
Now, of course, with those cautions as well, though, there could be very easily, be an ill-timed caution because some people might short pit, and they might actually go down a lap when a caution comes out or something like that. So that's another obstacle going into this race.
Who are you guys going to keep an eye on that's not in the Final Four tonight?
Oh man, Sharp and Honey. I mean, they're always, you know, they're always front runners. I would say I'm surprised they're not in the Final Four, but like you said, there's so many tough competitors in that A lobby, and actually Celtic's able to pull together a full season because he's always been a strong runner, but finally getting that shot at a championship.
Yeah, this has been I'm sorry, go ahead, ready?
So I had a ulterior motive for asking the question about the loose cannons, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on KY and T-Bone. T-Bird to see if they're going to shake things up a bit.
That was going to be my person I was going to watch too, would be KY. But I'll probably keep an eye on Meatball. He seems to really, you know, come up in this league, and I look forward to him being up front with these other guys.
Yeah, I think a dark horse could be Justin. He seems to do really well at 1.5 tracks where there's a lot of drafting. He's very strong at Talladega. I know that's, you know, apples and oranges, but with the draft being so strong on this game, I do believe that he does really well at drafting tracks.
And actually, as you say that, in the qualifying race itself, I'm looking at Major Stream, and he finished second in that qualifying race, which I know doesn't mean a lot, but still, you know, it's an impressive performance in a very short sample.
We just got word from Sharp that KY has been suspended for the race. We will not have any of those shenanigans tonight.
Well, that's one of them. Didn't you also say T-Bird?
I'll keep an eye on him then.
That sounds like a good idea to me. And actually, they're pulling back from qualifying now.
T-Bone, just to for these B-Lobby guys watching this race, is it still 50% 2x tire wear, but with cautions?
Yes, that's correct. And hopefully this season we can get in the full 50% race. Last season we I think we might have made it through stage 1 and then had to restart because about half the field lagged out.
Mayor Coop is on the pole.
Alright, Mayor Coop is on the pole.
Yeehaw.
I also got word from Hollingsworth's wife. Shout out to Bailey, lovely lady. She just messaged me and said, "What the fuck is wrong with my husband?" So maybe something going on in that house. Keep you updated.
Nice of her to watch. Hey there, Hollingsworth's wife. How you doing tonight?
All right, Major Spy is qualified third, so looks like he'll be up front to start the race.
TG is 6th, Celtics is 10th.
How many drivers do we have tonight, guys? I didn't see the live stream.
It looks to be about 15.
Ooh, that's a nice number for a lobby.
They were projecting 12, so a few extra competitors.
Wow, that is a pretty big number.
In between some of those front runners with the Championship 4, we've got the likes of Sharp and Honey, as I aforementioned. I figured they would be strong here. Shadowhawk is up there. Bit of a relative newcomer, a bit of an unknown.
Yeah, Shadowhawk.
I can't see a lot of the people in between from 6th to 10th where TG and Celtics are.
There was rumblings of either Shadowhawk or probably Dad, one of those two going full-time next season. I can't remember which one it was.
Well, I'm very excited for that because it looks like they both actually got a couple of good runs.
It was Dad.
Okay.
And it looks like they are now loading into the race.
Alright, we are going to jump in. Alright, so yeah, we've got 15 competitors. Alright. Yeah, it's actually
I'm
been a
seeing from the
pretty...
chat that Major and Sharp might look alike with their paint schemes, so just to make sure we're not paying attention to the wrong person.
All right. Looks like we've taken the green flag, guys. We're going into turn 1.
Mayor getting an early lead.
We are almost live on the stream.
All right.
Alright, we are
first.
live.
We have Sharp in 2nd, Major in 3rd. Looks like they're racing pretty clean right now, guys.
Good battle from 4th on back.
We do have a couple of cars that fell to the back. I'm not sure. I didn't see if there was bumping and grinding or if there was a
3 wide going
choice.
into 1.
Ooh, very nice.
Major in the middle. Looks like the 43 is going to make the pass. 2 for 1.
Shadowhawk jumping up to 2nd early here.
Thank you for the shout out for the name. I didn't know who's in the 43.
Me neither.
I can only tell who it is because I can see the little name bar on Major Stream. But again, a relative unknown. I believe he said he's not a full-time driver, and an impressive start so far.
Mayer's getting about a 3-car length lead on the rest of the field right now. Shadowhawk's keeping up pretty well. He's got Major behind him, but right now it's Mayer's race.
Major going back to the bottom, trying to... Oh, there's a bit of a dip back in the back. I don't know if someone got loose or maybe someone got shoved. Major now trying to look back for that second place, try to get up to Mayer. Try not to let him get away. But all this battling behind Mayer is not helping them at all, and definitely helping Mayer out. And I don't know if Mayer's really paying attention too closely. I'm sure he doesn't exactly see the gap quite like we might, but...
New face battling for a top 3. I got Randy showing up.
Yeah.
Oh, Major with a daring dive going into 3. I believe almost cutting off Hunty's nose. Was that Sharp? That's Sharp this season.
Sharp, yep. And we got a TG, he's in the mix, he's right behind Randy. Does anyone have tabs on Celtic?
I can. Where's he at? Number 40, or number 1.
He's 41.
Sharp just drifted up the track and put Hunty in the wall.
There he is.
That put TG up to 4th.
He's about midway through the pack, looks to be 7th place, pushing close behind the 18, and I believe that is, yeah, it's TG right in front of Sharp.
It looks like we already have Meatball on pit road, so it looks like he might be done for the night.
Oh, Celtic's making a daring move, 3 wide on the bottom. Will not get clear of the 12 car, but
Shadowhawk might need to try working with Major just a little bit more, try to push him through the turns if they have any chance of catching Mayer, who just seems to be slowly pulling away.
He's checking out.
The gap is staying pretty consistent right now. It doesn't seem to be getting any bigger or any smaller. But like you said, that would definitely help both of them out. Whoa, 41 of Celtics moving way up the racetrack on the 12 car.
Now I thought that Shadow might have got shuffled out to the outside lane, but it looks like he's run that outside lane in 1 and 2.
No, the 12 is Sharp. I believe the 18 is Hunty.
That
18 is Randy.
Yep. Hunty's in the 42.
Okay.
Oh, we got a wreck, folks.
Oh, we got a wreck. It's the 42 and the 4.
Right as we're talking about the 42. Oh, God.
They're into the infield. That's probably going to bring out a caution.
One car that just got swiped way down. That's T-Bird.
It doesn't look like they're slowing down.
I don't think we got a caution there.
No, they're staying green, even though that was a decently sizable wreck.
It looks like the other 3 drivers have caught 2nd and 3rd. A little side-by-side racing, but maybe they'll be able to reel in Mayer.
In the control tower, but I mean, they're letting them race.
We almost have the championship 4 in the first 4 spots. Big move by Celtic there as he goes from 4th to 2nd, getting around Major and Shadow in 1 corner.
Shadow's got the run on the outside, though, and now he's bumping a little with, is that TG in the 2?
It is.
Yeah, Shadow's getting those great runs that we're using the high line.
Major getting a good run on the outside of Sharp. And the only thing separating the top 4 right now is Shadowhawk in that 43.
I can confirm it was Meatball, Big Meat, who started in park, getting the Kevin Conway Award for the night.
He was one of my guys to watch. Seems like that's not going to be the case.
Oh, Sharp almost pinching Major all the way up the track. Very tight racing here. And again, that just allows Mayer to continue to get away early on here.
Yeah, he is. They're going to have to figure something out on pit road if they have any chance of catching Mayer. It looks like he is running a good race.
Oh, for sure. I mean, short pitting always an option, but as I found out on Monday night, you don't want to short pit too short. Otherwise, it'll mess your whole race up. So the fuel window looks to be about 29 laps. You You do not want to put coming to 29 to go though, because Vegas burns up a bit of fuel here.
I think you're okay short pit in the first 2 stages. It's the third stage. You gotta be real careful.
Yeah, I know Cutter who has a wheel as well. He pitted with 27 to go.
Oh, Sharp hitting the apron a bit, getting pushed up the track into the 21.
Coming to the checker,
I think he slammed the wall too.
Yep. I saw Randy having
almost very bad implications for the rest of the field.
And now they've strung out pretty much single file. There's gaps between quite a few of them, but not a whole lot of bumping and grinding after that last bit of activity.
Speaking of bumping, Randy bumping Major all the way through the turn, almost closing that gap to Shadowhawk already. Still a bit of a gap there.
Now it looks like Celtic and TG are slowly starting to catch Mayer here, now that they've kind of gotten single file.
I mean, Shadowhawk not racing for a championship or anything really. He's just out there to be racing, not really working with anyone, and I think that hurts some of the front runners early on. But TG and Celtics, they know the bigger picture here. They have to work together in order to catch back up to Mayer, and Major actually falling back a little bit.
Well, we are in the fuel window, and so far no takers, so they all have their own strategies, I'm sure, but nobody's going early yet.
I would imagine that most of the field is going to try to cut it right in half, maybe short pit a lap or two from the halfway mark. Still no takers, so I mean, surprising that actually no one... I mean, not really surprising that no one's taking a risk early on, but I mean, it is early on, so you might as well just try it and see what happens. But, get that setup in, but a lot of these drivers in the A lobby so good with what they've got already that, I mean, it can make a difference, of course, but in some cases, especially where a track is so draft dependent, such as Vegas, maybe it doesn't really matter, so they can go about as far as they want.
Now, it could just be the rendering of the game, but it does appear that some of the front runners are starting to get a little loose already. Mayer is losing a lot of speed in the turns, and Celtics is pretty loose coming off.
All the way up to Mayer, and he's taking a dive to the inside.
Yeah, that's him. I'm pretty sure he's just getting loose off the turns.
Yeah,
but
Celtic
man, Mayer's losing a lot of speed in the turns.
Be sure to tighten that car up then whenever he comes in for his scheduled pit stop. Get that figured out. Because I mean, he's very fast on the short run, we can tell, but it looks like on the longer run when the tires wear out, he seems to back out a little bit. And Celtic's very strong actually. Oh, tight on the outside of Mayer. Bumping, he's all over his back bumper, and this is actually a dangerous spot to be in. Like
TG,
you said, that
TG is jumping down pit road.
Yep. TG's
very
pitting,
smart. I don't blame him for trying to back out that early.
Yep, first one to pit. I believe he will.
And we got a battle for the lead,
here.
guys. Battle for the lead. Celtics is low. He's got the position on him. If he can swing right up in front.
Behind the 19 might give him a bit of a push, and he does.
Celtics should have held his line there.
I think he's letting them know he's pitting.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yep.
Good call. Good call, Ross.
Once I saw him go way down low there, I figured maybe that's what he was trying to signal. Now, actually, we have the 43 going for the lead on the outside.
Ooh, the 42 smacks the inside wall going to pit.
Who was that? The 42?
The 42.
Yep.
Hunty.
Very
a lot of takers on pit road and a new leader, folks.
Major actually seemed to get a little bit tight out of the turn, maybe overcorrected. The 43 going for the lead, though, as two of the championship 4 cars yet to pit.
Alright, I just heard from Celtic. He's going 4 tires, no adjustments here.
Interesting call. I mean, his car did seem to look very strong later on, so maybe no adjustments is the right way to go.
Yeah, I don't. He seemed to have a strong, strong car towards the end of that run. But I don't know what he had at the beginning of the run because he kind of started at the back. So by the time he got up to the front, Mayer had already pulled away from him.
Mayor's doing a little
obviously,
bump
he
to
was
the
able to make
43.
his way up to the front. I believe he was the furthest, the car that started the furthest back.
Yep, Mayor's coming down pit road, folks.
I believe Major, the only championship 4-car yet to pit, as we have 18 laps to go. So it's still
Now,
right in that
watching
halfway area.
Celtics, he seems to be lagging a little bit, kind of skipping back and forth. Something to keep an eye on.
And I believe that was an issue we were considering earlier. He doesn't have anyone around him right now, though, so it's, it doesn't seem to be affecting anyone but perhaps himself. So hopefully that'll get itself sorted out as the pit road cycles on through, and we get some more, hopefully some more of that hard close racing.
All right, TG's coming back around. Let's see where Mayor shuffles out here.
All right, Mayor's coming out of pit road. He says the car feels great. He took 4 tires on that stop. It does look like he's not going to be able to get out in front of TG there.
Yep, TG is going to have a decent-sized lead on Mayor.
That pitting early
aggressive
is such a
pull-out
huge
there.
advantage.
Indeed. And it's so sad that so many people have learned my trick.
Now, is that Celtic in third?
I
That
believe
is
so,
Celtics behind Mayor. But Major is still in first. Major has not pitted yet.
Okay.
No. And actually, his tire light just came on, so I'm sure he'll be pitting here soon, if not this lap.
Shadow's coming out of the pits.
No, he's
Shadow
still
is tucking into fourth.
Major actually seems to be the one trying something different, perhaps trying to stretch it out as far as possible, which is interesting. I don't really know if it'll work out. He was the furthest one back of the 4 at the time of pit stop, so I guess if anyone's gonna try something different, it might as well be him. So I respect that effort.
T-Bone, I'm not watching the stream, but how many viewers have we hit tonight?
We have 12 right now. I've seen it up to as many as 15 or 16. I don't know how to look to see, even if you can see how many there have been total.
Forgive my ignorance, guys, but who's in the 4 car tonight?
4 car.
Major is getting really loose.
4 car is Trilogy.
All right, so Trilogy is currently scored in 2nd place, and he has already pitted.
He changed his name, correct?
Yes, it is.
Organized Shelf. That's
Organized Shelf. Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
Shadow.
I saw his name
Shadow
earlier.
diving
I didn't
below
know who it
Celtic
was.
to take over third.
Right, because he also got a decent starting position. He's actually right all over the back bumper of the 14 car.
Now that 3. Go ahead, Rock.
Is A-Lobby, are they required to pit?
Not in this format, just because of the distance. And
So
and
Major
having
might be
cautions.
trying to stretch it for the whole stage.
I don't know if he can. No, he's only got about a lap of fuel left.
Yeah, he's going to have to pit next time around.
Okay.
Like I said, the fuel
But
window is
meanwhile,
about
folks-
29 laps. Although he might be trying to stretch it out currently just to try things out for the 3rd stage, maybe short pit there and stretch it out a little bit like I unintentionally tried to on Monday.
We have a 3-way battle for the
going
lead.
second.
Well, for the
Actually, short,
Major is coming down pit road now.
yeah, short pitting seems to work
Shadow's
out.
going for first.
And so is, and the 4 is, what was that, the 4? 14,
Shadow
I
to the
believe, is
lead.
pitting as well.
43.
Oh,
Oh,
in the
wall, and
wall, he
Mayor
got
gets
Mayor.
Oh, Mayor's
pulled
on
into
the
got
grass.
Mayor.
PG takes the lead.
Mayor kept it clean. He's back in, tucked in behind Shadow.
I believe that is 4th place that sent Mayor back to, so some trouble
Right now it's
early on.
5th. Because I think Trilogy is still on the track in the lead because maybe he did some kind of pit stop strategy because I saw him go into the pits.
But either way, that will cycle out into 4th depending on where Major comes out. He's going to lose a lot of time. Yeah, the 4 car pulling down on the pit road, by the way.
They are now
21
passing
pulling
Major.
out now as the leaders drive by. He will go back to, I believe that is 7th? 8th? Perhaps.
Now, before
Perhaps
the
he's
race
back
started,
now.
Major said he was going to use preset 5, and he was planning on just moving up slightly on the wedge. Talking to him during that pit road, He didn't say he changed anything, but he stayed out hoping to catch a yellow and catch everyone a lap down.
I forgot about the caution. That's a good strategy.
Yeah, he actually fell back as far as 10th place, though gaining quite a bit because of those fresher tires.
TG and Celtic make contact coming out of 2. And Shadow takes the lead.
The 43 car, very strong run so far.
Indeed. So, Bastar top 4. I see Sharp and Randy are sneaking into the picture there, back in 5th and 6th.
A bit of a gap.
Looks like Mayer has closed back in with that contact between Celtic and Shadow. Mayer was able to close back on these top 3.
Yeah, I mean, Mayer said he had a strong car, and we can definitely tell that he's good on the short run.
You guys were right about the not wanting to really be in the lead, though, because the leader gets out front, and then 2nd, 3rd, and 4th tuck into a line. They catch up pretty darn quick.
Yep.
Maybe that'll be something that all these Championship 4 drivers will take into effect later. Actually, they might use that 43 car and just push him out into the lead and try to use him as a tool at the end of this race. Or, I mean, of course, you could use any one of the other Championship cars, but I mean, the Championship drivers might not put themselves into that situation to begin with.
It's too late now to do it with it. Major is flying with his fresh tires. You can really show where that is a benefit now.
7 laps to go, so he's got a bit of time to make up here. He might get up to that 5th place. But again, some of these drivers... go ahead.
Meanwhile, up front, we still have Shadow taking the lead. He has about, I would say about 6 or 7 car lengths on 2nd place, who is Celtics. TG in 3rd, and Mayer in 4th, who is caught with TG. They are battling for 3rd here, probably in the next lap.
As Major moves up from the back of the pack on his late pit cycle, he is up into the 7th position. And chasing down Randy very quickly. Perhaps looking to take 6th here in the next
Mayer's
lap.
looking to the inside of TG, makes the pass and moves up to 3rd.
TG actually might have let him by there, knowing that it's a bit too early to battle right now. TG perhaps trying to figure out what his car's got, make some adjustments. Assuming a
Sit there and draft behind the faster car, too.
For sure.
Now, if we get a caution right now with 5 laps to go, would you pit and then not worry about it at the end of the stage, since stage 2 is so short?
Actually, that's a very good point. I didn't really think about that. That would be good track position.
Yeah, I think if you're the final 4 guys, you would have to pit under caution. You can't afford. You're not going for points here in the stages, so you need to go ahead and pit, and that way you shuffle back up front after the caution.
However,
after
in
the stage
terms
break.
of at the end of stage 2, if that happens, because stage 3 is more of a half and half type deal, they might just wait until the end of the stage in that situation. Depends on how many laps are left. I'm looking at Major right now. He got a bump going through turns 1 and 2. Seems like he just can't get away from Sharp, and I believe that's the 8 car behind them.
Looks like Shadow's kind of walking away with this stage.
Yeah, again, a very impressive showing. Oh yeah, that's a very big gap back to Celtics.
Yeah, nothing like a spoiler on your championship night. I like it.
I mean, as much as I'm sure the Championship 4 like to win, so long as one of the others don't win and they finish 2nd, I mean, I'm sure they'll take that. It's still a championship. A very impressive run as we come down to 2 laps to go.
I did look through the field a little bit. Major has made his way up to 5th with his fresh tires. A little too little too late. I'm sure he's learned his lesson pitting that late.
Very impressive nonetheless, though. And, maybe if in stage 3 some of the people short pit, Major realizes he could stretch it out a little bit and try to get some of that late run and have some fresher tires towards the end of the race.
I expect Major to do the same thing stage 2. Finishing 5th, 6th, or 7th is really no big deal in the A lobby, because for the most part, the first half of the stage 3, they'll be bunched up
I mean,
Draft
it
will
is
work,
second through fifth.
so I
that
don't
are
think
the
it'll be a problem.
championship four right now. Actually, I think the inside line might be a bit preferred on some of these restarts, so that could give Major a very good advantage.
Yep.
And,
We have TG losing it a little bit coming out of turn 4.
Shadow
There's the
Hawk
stage.
wins the stage.
Yeah, so Shadow, Celtics, Mayor, TG, and Major makes the top 5.
Major,
Yeah, I
okay.
believe
So
that
we
is-
got Shadowhawk's the only one in the top 5 right now, and he's winning. He looks like he's got
Probably
a
your
pretty strong car.
dad finishing behind them. Sharp, Randy, DJ, and Justin will round out the top 10.
So Meatball finished stage 1, 39 laps down. I don't think he's going to have a chance to make those laps.
No, definitely not. That's a whole stage worth of people also sitting on pit road.
All right.
Major
Coming
Spy
to the
says his
green.
car feels good with the setup, and it's time to see who's fast.
The 43 diving, actually not completely on the apron on that restart. Mayer is right up his bumper, perhaps trying to. I thought maybe he was gonna push Celtics and Shadow 3 wide. Oh, he does send the 43 up the track a little bit though. Mayer looking for this lead early on.
Yeah, if we remember stage 1 at the beginning of the run, he took a long lead from the rest of the field, so he's probably going to do the same at the beginning of this stage, folks.
I don't know if it's going to be quite as easy with now that he has all these strong cars up there behind him. TG and Celtics started the race towards the back. Now that they're up here, might not be able to jump out quite as.
Randy
Ooh,
into
got
the wall.
18
He has
of
spun
the
out.
wall. Yep. Ooh. He's by himself. I don't know if that'll throw caution.
No caution.
Actually, I don't know if it's more entertaining to try watching from the back of the pack forward or the front of the pack backward. They're all packed together, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Celtic jumping down to the bottom, trying to take the lead.
Side by side for the lead. Yep.
One hell of a show to start off the stage, much like last time.
Yeah, we
And
now
this
have
is the final 4 and the top 4.
That's right.
I believe the 18 car is now down pit road. I don't know if he's done for the night. He might be.
Oh, 3 wide for the lead. TG up the middle.
Whoa, a bunch of bumping around. I believe the 19 went into the wall. Still some beating and banging 3 wide. TG got himself into a very bad way there as he slides back a bit.
Well,
like
then
we're
we have
gonna-
Sharp. Sharp working his way into 3rd. What were you going to say, T-Bone?
I was like,
More
we got a
beating
mess
going on.
from 6th place on back.
4 car, I think, just got sent onto the apron.
They're starting to spread out a little bit back there.
A lot of commotion at the back. 17 car of Luke Riley, I believe, just got sent into the wall. I think there's still a lot of emotions running high back there.
We have
TG.
another non-championship 4 into the top 5. We have DJ Craze eyeing his way in there. That is a ruckus there in the top 5.
Yeah, TG caught himself right in the middle of all that 3 wide beating and banging. Surprisingly, didn't seem to get too much bad out of it. Oh, the 21 started dropping back into the turn. Again, that's the effect of that draft.
And our stage 1 winner has fallen all the way back. What is that, 9th, 10th place?
Yeah, he was definitely part of that big wreck. All that wrecking going on. I believe
Yeah,
he
he
got
got
smushed
shuffled out
into
there
the
at the
wall about
beginning.
3 or 4 times. See if he has any luck getting back up towards the front. He definitely does have a fast car, easily the fastest outside the championship 4. A few obstacles to get around. There's the 1 car and the 49 car right around him. As we get back up towards the front, I think TG just got slammed around again.
Now, whenever you're running first like that and the 2 guys behind you are side by side, it's making it any harder to dictate the line, trying to cover 2 lines at once.
I actually think it makes it easier for you because they're racing side by side. They're taking air off of each other. They're letting you get away, much like what happened with Mayer earlier on stage 1. Oh, TG went really low onto that dogleg part of the apron.
Now, while this race is going on, I see that Master of Light has joined us.
Yeah.
Duck,
Master.
are you in here?
Yes, sir, that's right.
How are you doing today?
Oh, you know, just hitting in there, man. You know,
Very
got done
nice.
streaming a little bit ago and decided to just pop on in and say what's up.
Alright, so far, how do you think this race is going?
Oh my gosh, let me tell you something. It is intense with these drivers tonight. Lot on the line. Mayer and TG definitely got speed, but man, it is a tough battle right there.
I mean, TG can't really seem to catch a break here early on in stage 2.
No, it's just getting ruffled around, getting beaten and banged.
He's getting
Just
bumper card around
crazy.
by a lot of drivers. Some of them championship 4, some of them not.
Yeah, not a lot of love for TG, but I love you, TG, if you're listening out there.
Somehow I don't think he's listening.
I'll say it seems like they've kind of gotten a single file line here. As I say that, they break it up a little bit.
Yep, Sharp's going for second, TG battling for fifth.
But definitely they're not playing guys
Mayer
that definitely
taking a
shows some
daring
speed.
dive.
That was a very aggressive move by Mayer to jump into third place.
Yes, he wants that line. He wants to follow his line through the turns. He likes it on the low side.
A very aggressive clear, too.
Indeed.
Now, Master of Light, on the season yourself, you had 8 top 5s. What do you think you could do next season to maybe break into that win column?
Oh, definitely just be more consistent, you know, try to be better in the stages, you know, be more patient throughout, and just make sure I don't make a mistake, especially on road courses, because road courses have been my enemy. So I just gotta make sure I'm just better at those, and also just make sure I just give a guy a break and, you know, just take my time.
Yeah, man, I feel you there. Not everyone can be a TG or a Honey at road courses.
No, absolutely no.
I've actually been practicing some of those a lot myself here in the past couple days now that the season's ended. TG again hits the wall coming out of turn 2. I'm excited, hoping that that new Indianapolis road course will be on the schedule.
Yeah, that road course is a tough one. I'm like, oh boy. I was racing it earlier today and it was just a mess, so I'll have to see how that one goes for sure.
And, any insight on that one, T-Bone?
Nothing yet. It's definitely in the running to be on the schedule though.
Oh, yippee, there we go, right there. Hey, Josh, make it your wish out of that.
Aggressive move there by TG to kind of clear himself in front of DJ. That was that
Yeah,
could cause some trouble.
Well, TG's got more to lose than DJ does, so I think he feel like he has the right to do that, in my opinion.
I mean, absolutely. I don't really blame
I don't
him.
blame TG, so I mean, ooh, almost cut his nose off. Oh my goodness.
Alright, we have Celtics doing the stage 2 version of Mayer. He's pulled out to about a 6 or 7 car length lead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this though. Celtics has been in a different zip code this season with just the wins, just the amount of just time that guy has with the wins. So just unbelievable speed that man has shown this year.
I mean, he
Definitely
really
one to
powered
watch.
through the field in
Count
stage
him out.
1. We said he had a strong long run car, but I think he just has a strong car in general.
We are well into the pit road window, so we might see some early takers if we're lucky. See if
I
somebody
think I
shakes it
saw
up a
the
little bit.
18 on pit road a second ago. I think I saw Randy down
The
there.
18 has dropped out of the race, Duck.
Oh,
Major Master.
Randall Savage, no, not the 18 brother.
I reached out to him to get an idea of why he left, but he has not responded.
Oh my goodness, that is a bummer.
That wreck early in the stage by himself. He probably didn't want to
Probably
the
didn't
whole
want to
stage by
continue
himself.
on.
Just called it quits.
Man,
Yeah, a lot of racing though. I'm kind of
no,
surprised.
absolutely, a lot of racing left for sure. Yeah.
See that meatball? You could have finished 14th.
Oh, Meatball's like, man, why did you just say that? But that's so true. Oh my goodness.
Major has caught the front 4, as the second, third, and fourth have caught Celtics. Mayer has gone high. He's looking for the lead.
And again, that's the power of that draft, though, as they start to get a little squirrely. They're going wide, trying to get around Celtics.
Gotta
They
be
all
careful
kinda
with the
pull back.
draft though, because one wrong bump could definitely send you cars going to the wall or just spinning down the apron. You gotta be very careful with the draft here.
Well, very
And Sharp
true,
is
and,
looking
Sit in his
impatient.
place.
Sharp has been, or rather Major, has been close to that apron a few times.
Speaking
and
of Major,
TG has
going for
been
the
all
pass
over.
on TG on the inside. He's looking for it. And Major is going to almost clear him right there.
Major trying to go.
And
low
Major
on
clears TG right there off of turn 4 and going to the 1.
Now, Duck, I'm not sure. You are going to be a little bit behind from what we are looking at because
Right.
we're looking at the.
Yeah, Major.
Yeah.
Major just now cleared Sharp for third on ours. So Major up to third position.
And
As,
we did have somebody come
Mayor
out of the
gives Celtics a bump.
T-Bird win early.
Again, within the pit window, though.
Yes. But he was the first taker. And now we have a few other people. We have some other people heading down pit road.
Green flag pit stops.
Major actually trying to move all the way up to second after a pretty abysmal stage 1.
So we have Hunty and Organized Shelf in the pits.
None of the Championship 4 have pit yet in the stage.
They have not. They're too busy racing, although it looks like
we got the one getting into several cars.
Celtics, I
FDJ
believe, is signaling
taking Visa
himself.
Jackson.
Could I burn it yellow?
Alright, Celtic
And there he
is jumping
comes.
down pit road.
He's got some fresh tires and he's trying to push his way through this
Ooh,
lead.
Major got the wall right there.
I thought that
TG
maybe
blows by him.
the 43 was signaling back there too, but I believe he just cut loose. That means Mayer now
So it's
assumes the lead.
T-Bird that's bouncing off everybody in the back.
Yep. T-Bird has already done his pit stop. He was the first one to go down.
He's actually up towards the front of the pack with that front group of cars.
Alright, Celtic said he went 4 tires and no adjustments again.
He's got a
Must
very
feel
strong
confident in
car.
that car. But he's in.
Yeah,
must
he's
feel
got a
confident in it.
Major,
Oh.
Sharp, and Mayo,
Oh.
they all down
A
pit road.
gaggle down pit road, yes.
They were 3 wide coming into the pits. Hopefully no one got a speeding penalty there.
Yeah, let's hope not.
TG's pulling the opposite strategy from stage 1 here.
Actually, I believe DJ missed the pits. He just sped on through.
He did, quite quickly.
So that's
Mayer
very
is also down
unfortunate
pit
for
road.
DJ. As
Major Spy with a speeding penalty.
Oh, wow.
That's not what. That is not what Championship 4 needed. Championship implications right
He
there.
said he is fine with the black flag and he feels good because he's got a fast car.
Alright.
Hopefully he can maybe get a caution here soon after pit cycles happen, so it catches some of that ground up. Because he's got a
some
very
people
fast
could catch a
car.
break.
He won't go a lap down or anything, but that'll cost him a lot of time and a lot of track position going into stage 3.
Major is
unless he
just now
gets that
leaving
car.
pit road. Sorry to cut you off there. Major's just now leaving pit road.
Yes. Comes out currently in 12th, it looks like. Which I believe is, there's only 13 active cars at the moment.
Looking at this right.
So that one speeding penalty drops him almost into last.
Well, he won't go any lower than 13th place, though, as we know.
Yes, the start of stage 3 is going to be very important for him to make sure not to get caught up in a wreck and to make sure to keep the top 5's draft. Otherwise, he's going to have a T-bone kind of race.
Very true. You don't want to be in T-Bone shoes getting passed by people like me.
That could very well prevent Major from capturing his second championship.
Absolutely.
I cannot tell where other people are on the track because Major is so far behind them, but it does look like Mayer has come out in the lead with Celtics right behind him.
I'm not sure if it's cycled around just yet.
Yeah, it looks
Luke
like we have a
Riley,
couple
I
people
believe,
still on pit road.
Luke Riley, I believe, is still in the lead currently. But, it looks like once they come around, they will be assuming the
However,
lead.
that early pit stop by T-Bird has worked out to his advantage. He's in 5th place after
Yeah.
green flag
The,
stops.
the 19 car takes the lead, and Celtics gives them a huge shove into 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, this is a 2-car battle up front.
Really just them right now, and Celtics is being very aggressive all over the back bumper of Mayer. Seems though that the preferred line, the 19 car gets into the wall a little bit off of 4. It seems like the preferred line is the bottom, but is it possible to get runs up high? It's really yet to be seen. No one's really ventured up there.
We'll wait and see how the race goes on.
So, an update from Randy. He just went away. What inspired his decision to leave the race? He just put a lot, so he's being vague. Must have been a bit of frustration.
Mayer getting a huge run on Celtics as we have about 10 laps to go, I believe 9 laps.
You know, he has regular conversations about Shmoo. Maybe she made him take the garbage out.
I know who he's talking about. Oh, Randy.
We'll take a look at Celtics point of view.
This season,
front
sure.
back.
Master Light, we appreciate you coming by. Looking forward to next season.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you never know. I might call it maybe my last one, or I might call it the next one. It might be decision. So that's a little cliffhanger for y'all to think about.
All right.
Right there.
You can't quit us.
You never know. Just keep that in your mind. Like I said, I have not made a decision yet. All right, y'all have a good one.
Yep, enjoy the off season.
You too, Master.
Yeah.
You too, buddy.
Thanks for stopping by,
Greg. Indeed.
All right, we're gonna bring in
TG. I think TG let Sharp go. Maybe it looks like Sharp may be the faster one. So see if they can make a late stage push.
Yeah, push Sharp along and draft off the back of him, work together a little bit.
It does appear that Mayer has just settled into second. He's happy to ride in the draft of Celtics. He doesn't seem to be pushing the issue at all right now.
Yeah, they just hit 8 laps to go, it looks like. Mayer actually venturing up high, as we were saying earlier. Although Celtics has a very strong car on the bottom, so maybe that's something for Mayer to look out to. That high line might not work. It works a little bit down the backstretch with that draft. But it looks like that bottom line is definitely the way to go right now.
Certainly entering the turns, the bottom line is the way to go.
I actually seem to find that during Monday's race, as the run went on, that it was a lot better to go up top, and well, not completely up top, but somewhere in the middle, and try to get some of that run.
Before the stage ends, we're going to bring in Greg Tybers real quick. Greg, how you enjoying the race tonight?
Oh, man, they're a whole lot faster than me. I was kidding. It's good, man. I just wish this little thing showed what position they were running in.
Yeah.
But anyway. So I just try to keep up with y'all. Y'all doing good.
I'm going half based off of Major Stream and half based off of where I can see from the front back. I don't believe there's any cars a lap down.
Nope. So we have Celtics in first, Mayer in second, Sharp in third.
There you go.
That would be TG, and then Shadowhawk in fifth.
And Major's still back in 11th after that black flag.
There you go. Y'all got it figured out, man.
Mayer
Greg,
going
so
up high, looking for a pass. Go ahead.
So, Greg, on the season you were able to manage one win. What do you think you can do going forward to maybe bump that number up a little bit?
Not speed on pit road. I don't know. It just seems like I get caught up in other people's messes a lot. But, I don't know. I felt like last year I got better toward the end of the season, and I feel like I did that this year. I don't know, probably just practice and get used to it. So.
Now, Greg, do you use a wheel when you race?
No, but I do have one. I think next year I'll be all wheel.
Interesting.
So I haven't really had time to practice with it a whole lot, so hoping during the break.
Sounds like you've got plenty of time to practice that, so you could be very dangerous heading into next season.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've got a handful of racetracks that I know I'm good at, but I need to get better at. Like Las Vegas, before last night, or for Monday night, my best finish was 9th. I finished 7th, so I don't know. Just gotta get better.
We have a battle for the lead,
Being
folks.
aggressive on the back of the 41.
Oh, yes.
He's getting a lot of good runs, and he's trying to push Celtics to his absolute limit as we're coming two laps to go.
2 to go.
Shadowhawk has moved into a battle for 3rd, although he's lost it. He got bumped by TG.
And again, stage points don't really matter. It's all about that track position heading into stage 3. Mayer trying to get aggressive with that. Celtics leaves a lot of bottom open, though. Mayer seems to be going to the outside as we had 1 lap to go in stage 2. He's tight on the outside. Might try to dive it in there and pinch him down. They're side by side. Celtics seems to get the advantage.
We do seem to be looking at a preview for the end of stage 3.
Nope, couldn't get to it. Couldn't get there.
Mayer gets the run. Will he give him a shove through the turn? They seem to be clean for now. He backs up the corner a bit. Will he get a run? It looks...
Oh, he has the run on the high side, but it's not enough.
Celtics cuts him off. He will win stage 2. Hell of a drive. Mayer just dives it into the wall for that one.
That seems to be a rite of passage for the Alavi.
And there's a pile up behind him to end stage 2. Fortunately, no damage. Otherwise, their cars will be absolutely destroyed.
All right, Greg, we appreciate you stopping by. Enjoy,
guys.
Enjoy your off season. We'll see you. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, guys, have fun.
Yep, see you, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, guys.
Look forward to racing with you, buddy.
All right, so 6 was probably your dad, 7th Hunty, 8th Justin Hackett. Organized Shelf in 9th and Major finished up in 10th in front of Luke, T-Bird, and DJ.
Yeah,
Major Spy.
Bit of a rally at the end there.
Yep, Major Spy said he's going up 0.1 on the wedge, and that this is going to be an interesting battle to the end.
I didn't really get a good look at what his car was doing. I was paying loose attention to his stream while watching the battle up at the front, but it looks like he has a good handling car, just not the track position he needs right now. As he starts, I believe that's a good 5 to 6 positions behind all of the Championship 4 drivers.
Shadow's moved himself into 3rd already.
Again, a very impressive run. Well, I was talking about the bottom being preferred, but it looks like the top is good on the restarts. Just once everyone gets single filed out, that bottom is definitely the way to go. Mayer getting an early advantage, though, starting on that outside.
Oh, I see Celtics and Shadow creating some paint.
Getting aggressive. He's just, he's racing for a win, but what do you think these Championship 4 drivers are thinking when they see this absolute bullet of a car coming through who's not racing for a championship or anything?
The 4 just tagged Major and sent him back. Major lost 2 spots right there.
Very unfortunate for him. That's not what he needs. That's what you were saying earlier, that he needs to avoid all the chaos at the back of the pack.
Yeah, I think if you're Major here, you got to be aggressive and try to get up front and avoid all the stuff at the back. I know they have cautions, but you still need to be where you can keep your nose clean.
We actually haven't seen any cautions yet besides the stage ones, as Major is 3 wide down the backstretch. Might get a couple of those spots.
He clears the 4 car. Let's see if he can clear Justin. Yep.
Celtics has run on the outside.
So Major.
The 4 car got into the 49 a bit, so Major is up into the 8th position as Mayer looking for the lead. TG is all of a sudden up into the picture as the 43 gets sent wide into the wall.
And he wisely stayed out of Hunty's way, so he's being a really smart racer right now.
TG pushing Mayer along. Mayer dives it in. There goes Celtics looking to clear him. Yes, he does. Very intense racing up at really everywhere in this pack right now, as Major has worked his way up into the 6th position. 41 and the 19 racing very hard. TG up into this battle. And in between the other championship 3 from Major is the 12, and I believe that is the 42. Some very close friends of Major, so you think they'll give him a bit of an easy time and let him race up with these other 3, or?
Not a chance.
I believe they'll, they might try to keep back there for a few laps, but if he's, still behind him, kind of pushing him and nudging him, I think they'll let him by.
And actually, the 21 stuck up on the outside as the 42 gets into the wall. They go 3 wide. The 43 might be trying to send it 4 wide. They get themselves sorted out. Major needs to get clear of these other 2 cars to race for that championship as Celtics, TG, and Mayer are wrapped up under a blanket. 3 Ps connected in a pod right now.
Celtics looking pretty strong up front. I think it might take a mistake or for him to miss his line or something for someone to get around him.
The 21 bumps into the 8. There's that aggression you were talking about that he needs to show. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but the 8 car got bumped way down the track. Seemed to lose a couple spots. And, some more beating and banging in the back. Not affecting any of the championship 4, but Luke Riley loses a few spots.
Oh, TG to the inside of Celtic here for the lead.
It is a battle.
And he gets a run on the bottom, though. Celtics gets the run up high, and it looks like
TG's got the preferred lane, though.
Yep. Looks like TG might. Oh, no.
And he's got the draft help.
It looked like this car started to lose itself in the middle of the turn. Celtics has such a strong car, but Mayer pushes him through the turn. They're dead even. You think that maybe Mayer's trying to set him up even here and just take them both 3 wide for the hell of it?
Not this early, I would hope not, although he might. Crazier stuff has happened.
He's actually got some heat from that 12 car behind him as the 21 is definitely falling back a bit. The 43 has already made his way back up into this lead pack after a lot of contact early on. That shows the strength of that car.
We got Hunty in the mix. I feel like this is the first time we've said his name tonight as far as being the front runner.
Yeah.
Hate to use the word term dark horse for Hunty, but there he is. He's not in the championship 4. He might prove himself worthy of it.
The 12 of Sharp actually cutting through the pack a bit.
TG almost had him cleared.
Sharp could have very easily sent it in 3 wide, but again, I'm sure he knows what these 2 in front of him are racing for. Is Mayer is still below him. As Celtics gets clear for the lead, TG goes up high, almost runs the 12 car out of room.
Something I noticed.
goes way up high on the outside, might try to make it 3 wide.
Celtics car, the 41, he can take it wherever he likes, and he runs fast. If he's on the low line, if he's on the high line, he is fast no matter what.
Yeah, I think that just showed us he's going to be very hard to beat tonight because TG had the preferred line for about 3 laps there and still couldn't make the pass. If I'm Mayer and Major, I definitely want to get clear of some of these other guys back here, and you don't want Celtic and TG to start walking away.
Oh, 42, and is that the 43 behind him having a little ruckus? 3 wide into the turn.
And again, Major is back in that rat's nest. I believe that's very appropriate to call it right now.
Ooh, we have a nice battle for second as Mayer and TG are shaking it up a little bit.
But that allows the 41 of Celtics to run away for at least a little bit. A very wide gap there, about 2 to 3 car lengths, though the 19 does push the 2 into the turn. Maybe cut off some of that gap.
Probably your dad is making his way towards the car.
Yeah, it looks like TG's having a lot of problems coming out of the turns, getting tight, because he went way up the track. He was doing that all of stage 2. So maybe something he'll have to look into going into this final pit stop, as that TG falls back a good way. He's lost a lot of spots.
Mayer, Sharp, and Organized Shelf are pretty much nose to tail. TG and Major are right behind them. Hunty is being hung out to dry there on the high side. Looks like they're trying to track Celtics down. They're getting closer.
I'll say another car we haven't seen much of tonight is probably your dad there in 4th place.
Yeah, working his way up. Perhaps another spoiler. We've had a lot of good drivers just running up towards the front here, getting in the middle of this Championship 4 battle. Didn't really see a whole lot of that on Monday night in the B lobby. There was a select couple such as myself and Gilbert who were up there, but for the most part it was all Championship 4 all day long. This time not so much. I mean, we had a non-Championship 4 driver win the first stage, and now only, let me look at it, 3 of the Championship 4 are even in the top 5.
Well, let's give credit where credit's due. We did have our chaplain, Hollingsworth, lead quite a few laps in Stage 2.
Yeah, I mean, there was some pit strategy involved, but I'll take nothing from him.
He led more laps than I did, so I gotta give him that.
That's a good point. I believe he led more laps than I did as well, so.
Oh, TG in the wall, that kind of messed up Major big time there.
Again, that seems to be his real kryptonite in this race. It's not any other driver. It really seems to be himself and his car a little bit. Definitely, perhaps pushing it too hard into the turns. Maybe has his car too tight. TG dove way down to the bottom early off of turn 4. Perhaps trying to overcorrect his bad luck with the wall. I mean, if that's definitely one enemy you don't want to make is the racetrack itself. As the 12 car diving way down to the bottom of the 19, and the 8 goes with him.
Oh, he has help.
These two non-Championship 4 cars are trying to push for the lead here. And what do you think is running through Celtics and Mayor's mind that they have these two non-really rival cars pushing through them?
We saw Celtics' mind. He slammed the door hard. He said, "Nope, you're not getting by me right now."
I mean, if these two cars get by Celtics and Mayor, that'll put the Championship 4 altogether a little bit further down the pack. Actually, no, Shadow and Hunty, I believe, have gotten between the 21 and the 2 car.
Looks like Sharp has a run here, and he's got a pusher too. As I say that, Celtic clears him coming out of 4.
The 8 and the 12.
He's so good on the high side.
Yeah, Celtic is very strong.
Working together a lot here to get by these two Championship cars. I believe that's 3 wide going into turn 1, very risky. I mean, you know, these two non-Championship 4 guys obviously trying to make a name for themselves. Sharp has been in this situation before. With the 8 car, I believe he said he's not a full-time driver, but looking to go full-time next season.
What's that, Rockstar?
I'll say with them going 3 wide, Celtics jumped out to quite a lead right there. You know, they got single file. They should be able to reel them back in super quick.
Which it looks like they are doing. The 43 all over the back of the 21, perhaps pushing him up into this top battle.
I believe they have decided on a small partnership just to try to catch back up to that lead draft.
Yeah, TG is, I believe, I can't tell if TG's already pitted or not. No, definitely not. It's, well, no, it's a bit too early. I think he's just fallen back a bit.
Yeah, we still have 31 laps to go.
As we see right in front of him, well, at least I'm looking at, the 17 kind of veered out a bit. Perhaps letting him by. Maybe just
Mayor going for the lead. He's got help from Sharp behind him. We know Celtics is strong on the high side, but Mayor might have position.
Probably your dad's trying to... Oh, he's going to jump to the inside. Looks like Mayor's going to clear him.
Oh my god, that
Celtic
run
back
from
to the
Celtics
outside.
on the outside. That was impressive as hell.
Wow.
That's the strength of that car. And as he would say, it's definitely got mo power right now.
I'm looking at Major's stream. His tire light is already on, and we're still at 30 to go.
I mean, we are getting very close to that pit window. What did I say? It was about 29 laps, though you might want to try to stretch it another lap. So I don't really know if that's a good thing or not. He can definitely make it to the end of the race after he pits, but not exactly a good look if he's eating up his tires like that, and he's not even up towards the front.
But the Shadow Major, they have caught the front 4. The battle between the top 4 has allowed 5th and 6th to catch right back up and into that group.
And Hunty a bit further back. Actually, a decently sizable gap, and I believe that's TG behind Hunty. So TG not really looking to be in a good way right now, but if all these cars battle, maybe get slow pit stops, or God forbid they speed down pit road, that easily gives him a chance to get back into this thing. Oh, as the 41 just hits the wall going into turn 1.
Yeah,
Celtics is either loose or indicating a pit stop.
I believe that is his usual indication. So right in the pit window here, this seems to be as good a time as any to pit.
Do we know if TG has TG pit?
He stayed out.
Oh no, 41 actually does not pit.
I have not seen TG.
He's pretty far back.
I cycled through the cars and I saw somebody extra on pit road, but I did not register who it was.
Okay.
I'd say TG pitted because he's almost a half a lap behind.
Hunty has definitely hit the pits. I can tell that much.
I think Celtic's coming down this time. He just dipped down to the bottom on the backstretch.
We will see here.
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Celtic is coming in. Looks like Major's going to jump in there with him.
I
see
have
if Major can keep it clean. Looks like he did.
Yeah, it looked like he got it slowed.
No clue what's happened to TG. I mean, he's very far back right now.
Alright, so our top 4 at this time is Mayer, Sharp, Organized Shell. Or is that, no, that's probably your dad, I apologize, and then Shadowhawk.
Alright, Celtic is staying with his game plan. 4 tires, no adjustments.
The Major heading down pit road as well. That just leaves Mayer and TG.
Shadow is pitting out of 4th.
TG very far back. I don't know if he's out of this battle or anything, but he's definitely not in it exactly right now.
Now, did you guys think Mayer's staying out to try to catch these guys in a caution, or I feel like he can't stay out too long here?
I don't know. I think he's just stretching a little bit to make sure he can make it on fuel. I don't see why he would try to.
It's staying out 2 laps longer than everyone else is a huge problem.
He dips down.
Yeah, he's definitely going to.
I mean, Monday, Cutter pitted 1 lap early and was able to make up like 2 seconds just on that 1 lap.
I mean, I pit a lap a little bit too early, but still, it shot me up from like 7th to 4th.
Now remember that Mayer uses a wheel, so he might have his tires wearing down less than the other drivers.
That is actually a solid point. As the 19 car goes way through his pit box, but somehow doesn't get any kind of penalty for that.
It looks like TG's going to cycle out with a pretty decent lead here.
Yep.
Mayer, pit report from Mayer. He is changing nothing. He did a full stop. It would appear that DJ has retired from the race. Mayer's coming out of the pits. It looks like TG will get around him. Let's see if Celtics can do the same. Nope, looks like Mayer's going to get up just in front of him.
Mayer with a very aggressive move.
I don't know if that was 100% intentional. Major might be the unlucky one here. Maybe he can latch onto the back of that draft, otherwise he might be in trouble.
It looks like Sharp just put a message up that he's not going to be able to help anyone. Well, he said Mayo draft, but it's not going to help anyone because he missed pit road.
Ouch.
I did see him fly down pit road behind Mayer.
That stinks because he definitely had a fast car.
Celtic to the lead.
I don't know if TG pulled off some kind of pit strategy or something, but he was way far back, so I'm actually surprised he's in the lead right now.
Well,
yeah, they just
pitted like 2 laps earlier.
They just passed TG like he was sitting still right there.
Mayer taking it to the high side, seeing if he can battle for the lead with Celtics.
I think TG might have pit for 2 or something, and he might be hoping for a caution here to hope that it gets him back on equal tires, or at least closes some of that gap if he does pit for all 4 next time around. Under caution, assuming there is one.
Major, it looks like he has caught at least the coattails of TG's draft, and they might be able to work together, get caught back up.
Yeah, the only difference in the top 5 that isn't in the Championship 4 has been that consistent best non-Championship 4 car, the 43 of Shadowhawk. The 21 gets around the 2 no problem, though TG drafting off of him, bumping into the back of him, trying to bump him up to those top 3. As Hunty is back behind TG and Major.
Meanwhile, probably your dad, who was one of the last to pit out of the lead pack, has cycled out. He is behind Hunty in 7th.
Actually, he'll have a bit fresher tires, so maybe that'll help him get caught back up to that pack. This seems to definitely be a top 7 kind of race. 8th on back. I don't even see them entering the backstretch as the rest of the field enters off of the backstretch. A very wide gap from 7th to 8th. And actually the top 3 seem to be getting a bit of a gap back to 4th to 7th. So that could be very good for Mayer and Celtics at least, and Shadowhawk could easily pull off the upset and steal a win from one of them.
It looks like if there's no cautions, this is going to be a 3-man race.
Yeah, TG definitely falling back. I'm pretty sure he had some bad luck going on early in Stage 3 and tried to pull some pit strategy to at least get even with the rest of the top 4. Major seems to be pulling up, though, with the help of the 8 car and the 42.
We have 18 laps to go here. Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Now, we did just get word from DJ that the 14 car blew with engine. So engine troubles for SHR tonight. Hopefully that doesn't carry over to Celtics car.
I think Major has a quick car, but unfortunately for him, he's stuck in between 2 little packs.
Almost cuts the 19 onto the apron. That gives the 43 car an opportunity to dive to the outside. I'm sure that maybe that's what Major wants to see, as he has a bit of a gap back there. He's got the 8 car all over the back of him, pushing him forward. That 3 car battle up at the top. And that'll slow all of them down. The 43 car.
Oh, with the block on, the Celtics gave a block. That's going to let Mayer get right back into it.
Getting very aggressive here with a non-championship contending car. At 43, though, again, not racing for anything other than a win. So I'm sure, obviously, I'm sure you don't want to screw a championship car or anything, but you want to go for that win. So he's probably going to get aggressive back as well. And, Celtics definitely known as one of the most aggressive drivers. As he shuts the door again.
Watching these cars go around the track so fast in the A lobby, and all I can think of is I'd be in about 13th place right now.
I agree completely.
Oh, shadow to the outside. Just doesn't
and Mayer actually working with him. Again, like I was saying earlier, Mayer might be using that other car. Oh, almost a self-draft help, like the opposite of a pick, I guess.
I think we almost had a yellow flag right there. Wow.
Very, very close.
That has allowed probably your dad to get just a little bit closer, and he's bringing Major along for the ride.
Yeah, actually, he got around Major. Very, very fast car. He's almost caught up to this pack of 3 himself, but them battling has certainly helped. That 43 again, trying to swerve Celtics, and the 19 going with him.
They are coming to 13 to go here.
A lot of hard racing. This might be a 5-car pack come the end of this race. Hunty has not kept up with the 8 and the 21, and TG, unless a caution happens, his championship race might be over. Although with how hard these other cars are racing up front, they damn well might wreck each other out and just hand TG the championship.
They are giving it everything they can.
And actually,
Mayer, inside.
Yep.
Mayer using the 43 as long as he had to, and he's all over the back bumper of Celtics. He might try to dive it in. Nope.
And this battle is the best thing that probably your dad has seen all race. He has caught the pack.
Major's still a little far back, but if this 3-car battle turns into a 4-car battle, Major is going to be up there, no problem in a hurry. As the 8-car actually dives below the 19.
Oh, 43's
Shot
going
to
for
the
the lead
outside.
on
Probably your
2 by
dad
2.
jumping. Oh, he's going to jump to
8 car
second.
gives a huge shove to the 41, and that'll drag him all the way almost clear. Oh, this is almost a mini super speedway race at this point. Again, the effects of that draft is just incredible. Mayer now actually has 2 cars between himself and the championship leader right now.
A little SOFA Racing League history. In the very first race ever, Season 1 at Daytona, in the qualifying race, I messed up and Celtics messed up as well. We wound up drafting off of each other, qualified first and second. Celtics got the pole, of course. So he's been somebody I've contacted here and there throughout the existence of the SOFA Racing League. It's great to see him running up front.
That is one hell of a story. Never won that championship though, but hasn't put together a lot of full seasons until now.
Oh, probably your dad hit the wall.
And that helps the 19 car out a lot as Mayer in the preferred lane. Doesn't have too much draft though, pulls in behind the 43.
Major Spy is inching closer.
The
few more battles and he might be there.
Shadow gets a huge run on the outside though. Celtics gives him the outside door.
And we're coming to 8 laps to go, folks. This one is coming to a close, and it is a battle up front.
The 19 shoving the 43 car out. Shadow might get clear of the 41. Not yet anyway. We'll see if he gets a run off the turn. As I was saying earlier, it seems that in the longer run, the outside lane works. The 19 car shoves the 43 to the lead, and we now have a battle for the championship, but a battle for second on the racetrack. Oh, 43 and the 41 get close together. This is still a battle for the win alongside a championship.
Yes, very
he sends it into the 43, sends him up the track. There's an opening for Mayer. We might be going 3 wide down the backstretch.
Ooh.
They collide. The 8 car takes them 3 wide on the outside. Oh, they're all smushed together.
Oh, Major could be in a catbird seat right now. If those two wreck each other going for a championship, he might be sitting pretty.
Meanwhile, the 43 car... Alright, there's a car sitting in the grass at the end of pit road. Anyway.
He might just be watching the end of the race.
I don't blame him whatsoever. That's a hell of a view actually there from the grass on pit road.
We have a couple of cars down pit road.
TG's one of them.
TG has retired from the night.
So there's one championship driver down. As we get down here, 5 laps remaining. That is 5 laps until the A-Lobby champion is crowned. And it looks as though...
Celtics into the wall.
Celtics is hard into the wall. That gives the 19
Mayer
shot.
down.
They collide.
Big contact on the backstretch.
The 8 car.
Look at that, and Major has snuck through. He's in second place now.
We got a big red 3.
I don't think Major's going to be able to catch Mayer.
I cannot believe they didn't throw a caution on that.
Mayer takes advantage. Celtics gets wrecked out because of it. If there's not a caution, it is down to Mayer and Major. Okay.
Caution is out?
I thought so. I thought they were slowing down. I guess not. Nope.
No, it's still green here. It's very surprisingly. And that is one more championship contender down. Mayer is in the lead. Major might be a bit too far back. That daring move by Celtics might have just cost him another championship.
Yeah, he looks like he tried to throw the block and cost him the race.
Also cost the 8 car a great finish after a great run, though it could have also given the 43 a victory. But we are coming to 3 laps to go.
We're coming to 2 to go.
2 to go. I think this is Mayer's championship to lose here.
Celtics is in front of the leader. Do you think he is going to aim for some retribution on the last lap?
I don't think he should. I think that was completely his fault. So,
I agree completely.
He wrecks it.
The 41 and the 8 car get into it.
And is there going to be a caution?
Is this the last lap or 2 to go?
2 to go. Well, they're coming to 1 to go. Coming to the white.
white. Okay.
41 letting the 19 go. Coming to the white flag. We'll see if the 19...
They needed to both go on the wall.
We'll see if the 19 can catch up to the 43 for this race win. But as they cycle down the backstretch one last time, and it looks like they'll head into 3 and 4. Caution free, able to finish up this race. 19 of Mayor Coupe gives it one last try, though the 43 comes out of turn 4 to win this race, and Mayor Coupe is your A-Lobby Season 10 champion, as he does a burnout through the grass.
Congrats to Shadowhawk for the win, and huge congrats to Mayor Coupe on his first championship.
Major comes up shy of another championship. Celtics with a daring move cost him his first. TG goes out early, but Mayor is your Season 10 champion for the first time ever in his very, very, very young career.
Major takes 3rd in the race. That'll put him 2nd in the championship standings. Nice race to Major, hanging in there and keeping it clean.
After starting stage 3 towards the back of the pack, a very impressive run, but just not enough. Although a lot of that commotion heading, I believe it was about 4 laps, maybe 3 to go with that 3-wide move. Almost, again, as you were saying earlier, put Major in a good position to capitalize. But it will not be the case. Mayor, again, is your Season 10 A-Lobby Cup Series champion.
Congrats to Mayor. Hopefully we can get a couple of these guys in here.
Maybe we'll get some fireworks planned too. That'd be interesting.
It looks like
after what just happened at the end there.
Looks like probably your dad is not happy with the outcome here.
No, there was a lot more contact between the 41 and the 8 car after the race. Well, not after the race, but as the race was pretty much ending.
Alright, let's see if we can get looks like we've got Major. Let's see if we can get Mayor in here.
TG has joined in. There's our champion, Mayor, has joined the party.
Alright. Mayor, hell of a race. Congrats on the championship.
Thanks. That was wild.
Yeah, that was a crazy finish there.
Yep.
Go through those last 5 laps for us.
Oh my god. I was just trying to get by the 41 car no matter what. I was searching for speed.
Did it play a factor, or what kind of factor do you think it played having the 2 non-championship 4 guys up there at the end of the race?
I definitely think it helped because if it was 4 championship guys, it would have been a lot more racier, but they cut us a little bit more slack.
You want to call that cutting you slack? I don't know. They were racing you pretty hard though.
They were racing hard, but like they weren't like side drafting or like really like.
They actually seemed to kind of pick one championship 4 guy apiece, and it turned into a mini super speedway race there for a few laps.
Yeah.
Very intense.
Mayor, it looked like you were just glued to that bottom line unless you were forced above it. Did you find yourself more comfortable down there, or is that just where you found the speed?
That's just where I had speed. If I went to the middle, I feel like I was really slow in the middle. I'd lose so much time. I feel like if I went all the way to the top, I can gain a little bit of time, but like I couldn't get side by side. I think the bottom was just the way to go.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you and Celtic were the 2 cars to beat tonight as far as the championship 4.
Yep.
But that was one heck of a battle there at the end. Where was your heart pounding before Celtic got into the wall and that little wreck happened on the backstretch?
I don't know what happened. I made it 3 wide because he hit the wall, and then I guess he just turned left or something. I don't really know what happened.
He was definitely going for an aggressive block, but just didn't work out, and it cost him perhaps the championship, cost a good finish, just a lot of hard racing at the end, all for a championship. That's really what it's about.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to block you, Mayo, or not block you, wreck you. I was just trying to get down for a block.
No, I know. I didn't really think you were.
I didn't think the A car was gonna still try to make it while we're racing for a championship, but that's cool.
Yeah.
He was racing for his own championship.
Yeah, yes.
And which championship was that, Celtics?
I don't even know. Good win to Mayo though. He was up there all night, so he deserved it, definitely.
It's fun.
Yeah, Mayor, congrats on your first championship. So that was a lot of fun to watch. You guys put on one hell of a show.
Mayor, what's something to be more proud of? Proud that you won the championship, or proud that you stopped TG from winning 2 in a row?
Probably stopping TG.
I love it.
Now, come next season, do you get a little extra more smack talk in the lobby during each race? Now that you're the defending champion.
Hell yeah.
That's not true.
Yep, it is true.
Towards Randy.
Oh yeah, towards Randy.
Well, Mayor, we appreciate you stopping by. We'll keep it short and sweet. Congrats on the championship. Like I said, it was a lot of fun to watch.
Yep, thanks guys.
So we look forward to having you back next season.
Maybe we'll finally get a 2-time in a row champion.
Yes sir, I'll go for it.
I know he didn't finish second in the championship 4, but we'll jump over to Celtic real quick since he was in that mess there at the end. Celtic, what was your point of view in those last 5 laps?
Well, I mean, I was not so much concerned about the 8 and 43 because they were really no factor in our race, but still had to keep an eye on them just to see if they were making any moves. And I mean, I think if I don't wreck there and then they don't try to make that move all the way on the bottom, I think me and Mayo probably run side by side for the rest of the race probably. But I mean, it is what it is. Just means we gotta come back next season and throw them up.
I gotta ask Celtics, and you obviously you don't have to say a single word, but you were fast on the low line, you were fast on the high line. What was your preset, and did you put any kind of alterations into it during your pit stops?
No, I ran at 6 I think tonight, and I didn't change it at all. That's how it is for every race. I just put the preset on it. I don't even change it.
Yeah, kind of going off what Brady was saying. I mean, it was incredible to watch. There was multiple times people got to the inside of you and had the preferred line and could not get around you.
Yeah, the car was definitely good for sure. I mean, the beginning laps off of on fresh tires, they were junk. Like the car felt horrible, but after the tires wore in a little bit, it felt pretty good.
I mean, I think you just had something completely different up under that hood tonight. Do you have anything under the hood, Celtics?
No. I mean, apparently not, since we didn't get that trophy. But I mean, I wish I could have made the car like 6 or 7 times wider, just to freaking not have that last accident there. But it just stinks. But like I said, I'll be ready for next season. So.
All right, that's wonderful to hear.
Awesome, glad to hear that you'll be back. So, well, we appreciate you stopping by. Enjoy the off season. We'll see you here in a couple weeks.
10 seasons in the making. Hopefully, you can get that first championship, buddy.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, Major. I believe you ended up finishing P2 in the championship 4. What was your perspective at the end there? It seemed like you almost ended up sneaking back in there and giving Mayer a run there on the last 2 or 3 laps.
I was hoping both of them die. Because I wasn't catching him. I tried with Dad's draft. He was too quick on those freshies. So that's all I could hope for a caution. Didn't happen. Oh well.
Now, Major, they were saying how they felt that Celtics and Mayer had probably the fastest cars there. You kind of had some bad luck. You fell back. You kept working your way back to the front. So watching you, I felt like you probably had the quickest car, in my opinion. If you were able to catch the leaders, do you think you would have had something for them?
Oh yeah, I think I would have something. It was just getting by Celtics. Celtics drove it in pretty deep, so it's all about trying to get a run off and getting side by side, entering the turn. And I tried that in stage 2 a couple times, but then I just slightly missed the turn, and then there's a pack of cars behind you, so they're gonna pounce, and that's how it goes. But I think I would have had something for them. I think I had a better long run car, slightly, but it's still gonna be difficult to pass. See how they were blocking. If I was there, I might have met the wall at some point.
How much did that speeding penalty in stage 2 hurt?
I mean, it hurt, but I don't think it cost me it. I don't think it did that. I think it maybe coming out pit road cost me it more in stage 3, but that's how it goes.
A lot of track position loss and a lot of beating and banging at the start of stage 3 that perhaps cost you a few seconds. Maybe you get a better start position in stage 3. Maybe you get the championship. It's very hard to tell. Though the underdog going into this championship battle, you had a very strong finish going at the end.
Yeah, totally. It was just trying to be there at the end. Wasn't fully there. Running in, pumping people in stage 3, it was going to happen. Either way, if they were going to hit me or I hit them. It's Trill. I love Trill. That's what we always do.
Congratulations on a strong finish. Not quite the championship. Heading into the next season, though, try to get that second championship. And, well, good luck on that, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Major.
Yeah, no problem.
More wins in season 11.
I only got double it.
Let's bring in TG real quick, then we'll get Shadowhawk, the tonight's winner, then we'll close it out. TG, what could you have done different there to be competitive at the end?
Adjustment. I made y'all in the very beginning of the stage. I was battling for the lead. I was fast at the end, and then when my tires reached about 60% on the right side, it was either pit or just wreck the whole field and wreck and completely get out of it. So I came down pit road in stage 3, knowing I was not going to make it. So hoping for a caution right there, so I could be back in it. But that was the only thing I could do. I wish I could take back the adjustments at the end of stage 2.
I'll say we noticed you pit early and it gave you a lead, and then it almost seemed like you fell off a cliff. You had a decent lead, and next thing you know, you were a couple seconds behind.
Was there a pit strategy involvement there, trying to get you some track position, maybe hoping for a caution?
On the last stage, yeah, it was just hoping for a caution because I was just way too loose. I went from battling to the lead. Me and Celtics was side by side in stage 3 for like 4 laps. Couldn't get past him, and then my car just fell off the cliff, and I kind of screwed over Major at the end. I ran into the wall, and he was right behind me. I feel like if I didn't do that, he would have been in the draft with him. So that's my apologies there.
So now that you didn't win the championship, do you drink more than 30 beers or less?
Oh no, beer's gonna be drank either way. No doubt about it.
Do you stay sponsor specific, or is there another brand of choice?
No, I just stick with the old Miller Lite. It's cheap. Gotta say something. But it was a fun race tonight.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun to be a part of there.
Just that last adjustment there at the end cost me because I feel like I was up front with them, hanging with them. Then I about took the lead in. I fell off the cliff.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by. And I guess it's safe to say you'll be back next season.
Oh yeah.
Well, we look forward to doing it again in a couple weeks.
Yes, sir. It was fun. See y'all in a few weeks.
Gonna have to wait another season to drink out at championship glass.
Oh yes, I will next year. Mark it down.
I will. Sure thing, buddy.
Our last guest tonight is tonight's race winner, Shadowhawk. You put on one hell of a show, and you showed these Championship 4 boys you had a faster car tonight.
Yeah, I mean, after that final pit stop cycle, and it was me, the 41, and the 19, we were probably a second and a half ahead of the rest of the field. Excuse me, and they were racing for a championship, right? So the plan was to just sit back and watch them duke it out. But the 41 was blocking pretty hard on the 19, and he was really checking us up, and I didn't really have a choice but to avoid hitting them and going high or low. And at that point, it turned into a race, and in came the 8 car, was joined the group, and from then on it was a race for the win. So as much as I didn't want to get in the middle of the championship battle, at that point it was a race for the win. So just went for it, tried to stay as clean as possible, and got the win out of it, which is cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like as long as you can keep it clean, you got to go for that win. Now, I don't want to speak for anyone else, but I feel like we thought you probably had the strongest car outside of the Championship 4, and you showed it all night, constantly up there battling with everyone else. Now, this is your 4th race of the season. Do you race these guys outside of this league on a regular basis?
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of these guys. Yeah, I mean, we've raced a lot together before. So, I'm definitely comfortable out here, racing with these guys and have a lot of fun doing it. So, they're all clean, they're all fast, and that's what makes it competitive and fun. So, yeah, I was definitely looking forward to this race tonight, especially Vegas being one of my better and more favorite tracks on the circuit. So, yeah, just had a lot of fun. Tonight.
It was a lot of fun to watch for sure. Now, with this victory, does that give you motivation to perhaps try to go full time with the full season next season and get a run for the championship, or are you just going to keep it to part time for the fun of it?
I'd love to go full time next season for sure. I can't make that a guarantee. I just don't know down that far down the line what my schedule's going to be, but for sure, I mean, I'd love to go full time here. So, yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun to get a full season in, and compete as much as I can, and possibly if it all works out, race for a championship like these guys were tonight. So, but yeah, definitely be interested in a full time spot.
If obviously you showed tonight that you have the speed to compete. If you did race full time, do you think you'd be able to compete for an entire season and make a run at a championship?
I think I'll be able to make. Yeah, I think I'll be able to make most of the races for sure. More than half. I can't give an exact number right now, but I mean, I should be able to make most of the races, and hopefully, run well in those races and make the playoffs at least. Making a championship would be awesome on top of it. But yeah, I mean, definitely, we'll be looking to try and make every race next season.
Anybody else have any questions for Shadow before we let him go?
No, but that was one hell of a performance tonight. Incredible race between all the guys up front. Exciting finish. Congratulations, Shadowhawk, on your victory, and congratulations to Mayor on his first ever championship.
Yeah, Shadow, that was an impressive run. You were a little bit farther back from the lead pack, but you worked your way back into it and pulled off the victory. That was impressive to watch. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yep, congratulations.
Yep, congrats on the win. Well, if you guys got any closing remarks, I think we saw one heck of a battle tonight. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see a caution. I'm not surprised because of the talent level we didn't see a caution, but that accident on the with 4 or 5 laps to go there, I'm surprised we didn't see a caution. That definitely would have thrown a wrench into the final few laps there.
Yeah, just another great season, great league. Can't wait for the next one. I'll be there.
Awesome.
That's what the Sofa Racing League is all about, and let's get set for season 11. I'm ready to go right now.
Slow your horses there.
I just got good internet connection, man. I want to race.
Well, again, congrats to Shadowhawk on his first win of the season. It was very impressive to beat the guys that he was running with there, and then obviously a huge congratulations to Mayor Coop on his first ever championship. He's always been competitive, so it was definitely overdue. So I look forward to seeing him going for a second one next year and seeing everyone back. Yep, enjoyed it, fellas.